Hello all, this is Zimdala coming at you with another adventure in my game showcase series. This is going to be an updated version of my Diablo the Hell Mod 4 game showcase. I didn't really like how the first one came out. I have changed my format a little bit and I've upped my recording specs, so I hope that this one also comes out pretty well. And if I like how it comes out, it'll be replacing it. So we'll see. But yes, enjoy the beautiful opening cutscene for the original Diablo. Tristram has never been so beautiful. Just kidding, these cutscenes are real rough and I know it, but the mod doesn't change that, that's just how the game is. Now the internal gameplay is updated though. They did a great job on that. I did play a stream with about like 4 or 5 hours of gameplay, but we're gonna be doing a new game here. Now that I know a bit more of how it works, I can make some simpler choices. Our beautiful friend Diablo. And so yes, I'm gonna play about the first hour or so of this, and then we will have a good time. So I'm gonna have a new character here. We're gonna go mage. You have a choice of different classes. You could even go into ones that are of summonings. So the main difference between mage and elementalist, as far as I understand it, is that the mage has a chance to critical hit with all of their attacks, whereas the elementalist does bonus damage with their elemental attacks. Now, I have a mage for my other one. I might try an elementalist this time. At least it'll be different. And you have the option to choose different traits when you do it. These are game modifiers. But like they all have a penalty to them. Now, Gifted is interesting in that your maximum stats are actually going to be higher, so this might be good for a long run. So I think I'm going to try Gifted. I'm going to keep poking through it. I don't remember what they all were, but now that I have an idea of what's going on, I can make different choices. Like this one has life regeneration, but you lose resistances. This one gives you a less stat per level up, but you gain more experience. This one gives you bonus health, but your cost for spells is doubled. That would be really bad for a spellcaster. This one would give you extra chance to find magic items, but you'd have, I believe, a higher chance to be stunned. And this would give you extra stat points every time you level up, but you would have less total maximum life and mana. You lose experience, but you gain experience faster per hit or kill, but you'd be losing it over time. This one's interesting in that you couldn't use mana or health potions. This might be real dangerous. But the boost to damage would be real. This would be a penalty to acid resistance. But you'd get mana and health regeneration. So this one would let you do cold bonus damage, but you do less fire damage. That's an interesting trade-off. I might actually consider this. I might try to be like a cold mage. This is an interesting for like a long-term play, because this would give you a clear and measured bonus to your final HP and mana, but you would in fact have a longer adventure. So at the very maximum point of this, you would actually have your experience reduced by 87%. So if you really wanted to have a really slow playthrough, this would be an option for you, but you would get that bonus for it. I'm really interested in this. Like, what does it mean by base spell levels are reduced by this? I'm gonna try this just to see if it's bad. Like, it doesn't say your maximum spell level is reduced, just your base spell levels. So I'm curious on how that works, but it has the potential to give us bonus points. So I'm gonna go back and continue looking at that, see if we can add some more, like, things to shake this up. And any amount of time I spend doing this, I'm gonna add on to the amount I play this for. Because, like, choosing these kinds of things is, like, part of the experience. So what is interesting is that this could boost your EXP, right? You would get a little less gold, but you'd gain more EXP. So this could be an interesting one if we max it, if we put it in with that Sisyphean one. So this could be a pretty slow run. I don't mind it being there unless it actually isn't mutually exclusive. Actually, it looks like it might be mutually exclusive. So it looks like that's actually mutually exclusive with that. You can only have one or the other. Unless I'm missing it. Let me see if that's actually the case. Yeah, see, now they took it off there, we could do it. Yep, it is mutually exclusive, so. I think we just take these 3. There wasn't another one that I thought would be a benefit to us. Other than maybe like this domesticated one, but this would be an even longer term one where you'd have to actually get more stats via stat drops, which is a thing in the game. That absolutely could be a thing in the game that you utilize. Because like anything from like floor 16 and beyond can give you permanent stat ups. So that could be an interesting way to merge with it. Do I want to try that? This is going to be a very different playthrough to my last one if I do that. Yeah, why not? Why not? We're going to have a longer adventure run. We'll give it a go. I'm going to make this a whole new playthrough. And it's just going to be on normal. We're not going to do anything fancier than that. I might try Iron Man in the future, but this is going to be plenty adventure. And I'm probably going to have to restart at various points because our EXP is going to be lower than normal, so we're probably going to have to farm, and that's kind of the case that mages of various kinds need to just to get spell books anyway, so it's just part of the process. So I am going to put auto saving on just so I don't have to worry about it. It does mean that you respawn in town, you lose some gold, but that's just a penalty. It'll be more like Diablo 2 and onwards. Otherwise you have to manually save regularly. It's not the biggest hassle, it's how the main game actually works. I'm just seeing if there were any good things in here that we all want. Nope, that's it. We're good. So the name of our character is just gonna be Self. And you have many difficulties you can go through. I believe there's 9 difficulties. But yeah, we're gonna head in there through this and see how it goes. Oh, the appearance is different than I remember too. It's got a slightly different look to them. See if our equipment's any different than I expect. Yeah, so they start with this instead of the charge staff. See how my spells are different. So I still have the mage spell item recharge for restoring staves. I do have three spells. Ice Bolt is a replacement for Firebolt.
What ails you, my friend?
So we'll talk to different people. Now, because we don't have the poisoned well right here, this means that we are
Poor Wirt.
probably...
I did all that was possible for the child, but I know he despises that wooden peg that I was forced to attach to his leg. His wounds were hideous. No one, and especially such a young child, should have to suffer the way he did.
Yeah, so this means that we're going to have King Leoric's quest and the Butcher, probably. So that's going to be our first two quests. Some of the NPCs are in different places, partly because this is a remake of Hellfire with new features.
No one ever listens to me. Somewhere, I ain't too sure, but somewhere out of the church, a whole pile of gold, gleaming, shining, just waiting for someone to get it.
So this is an alpha mod, by the way. It is set to release sometime in 2028 fully. It's perfectly playable and free.
Greetings!
I will link to it in my description for this video.
Oh, Gillian is a nice lass. Shame that her Gamma is in such poor health, or I would arrange to get both of them out of here on one of the trading caravans.
But yeah, there are 30 classes in this. So there's quite a few options.
Hello, my friend. The story of Wirt is a frightening and tragic one. He was taken from the arms of his mother and dragged into the labyrinth by the small, foul demons that wield wicked spears. There were many other children taken that day, including the son of King Leoric. The knights of the palace went below, but never returned. The blacksmith found the boy, but only after the foul beasts had begun to torture him for their sadistic pleasures.
So yeah, I'm gonna showcase all of their speech and locations.
Hello, good friend. Corruption has the strength of deceit, but innocence holds the power of purity. The young woman Gillian has a pure heart, placing the needs of her matriarch over her own. She fears me, but it is only because she does not understand me.
So the NPCs that have something important to tell you will have an exclamation
Thank goodness you
point.
returned. Much has changed since you lived here, my friend. All was peaceful until the Dark Riders came and destroyed our village. Many were cut down where they stood, and those who took up arms were slain or dragged away to become slaves, or worse. The church at the edge of town has been desecrated and is being used for dark rituals. The screams that echo in the night are inhuman, but some of our townsfolk may yet survive. Follow the path that lies between my tavern and the blacksmith's shop to find the church and save who you can. Perhaps I can tell you more if we speak again. Good luck.
Of course.
Psst, over here.
So a thing that Wirt has that's different than normal is he has these power-ups that you can buy, and I never actually managed to buy them in my previous one. I never got enough gold for it, but they are like, I guess, a form of permanent buff, I believe.
Psst, over here.
Otherwise, you have to pay money to look at what he has going on.
As long as you don't need anything reattached, old Pepin is as good as they come. If I'd have had some of those potions he brews, I might still have my leg.
Good day. How may I serve you?
So Jillian has a stash that you can get in here, and you can even expand up to 10 slots. So you can actually
Good day.
store quite a few
How
items.
may I serve you? I grew up with Wirt's mother, Canis. Although she was only slightly hurt when those hideous creatures stole him, she never recovered. I think she died of a broken heart. Wirt has become a mean-spirited youngster, looking only to profit from the sweat of others. I know that he suffered and has seen horrors that I cannot even imagine. but some of that darkness hangs over him still.
Okay. We have talked to all these villagers, and time to head towards the actual cathedral. And here's our dying friend.
Please, listen to me. The Archbishop Lazarus. He led us down here to find the lost prince. The bastard led us into a trap. Now everyone is dead, killed by a demon he called the Butcher. Avenge us! Find this Butcher and slay him, so that our souls may finally rest.
So this actually does considerably better damage than the fire spell that you start with the normal mage.
The smell of death surrounds me.
So you actually do regenerate spells. Now we got lucky and we got a spell book right off the bat, which we can't quite read, but we do.
The sanctity of this place has been
fouled.
fouled.
Alright. So that's the base fire spell. So it's 8 to 13. This is 13 to 23, but that's partly because we have that buff on. I believe. I believe I chose it. So the game kind of like cycles between a selection. Oh, these guys actually can't be hit by this, can they? They're not weak to cold. Yeah, you have to cycle your way through like immunities. So our experience is at the bottom of the screen, if you're wondering. We are going to level very, very slow. Yeah, we got hit. Got another one. So that'd be an upgraded version of our Ice Bolt spell, which will be useful. Oh, so there's actually a door. Oh, okay. I missed a door in that other room too. I see it now. Alright, you gonna come in? Yeah, we have to play a little carefully in the beginning. So that is actually a quest area for the blacksmith. We will do it, but not right away. So far, so good. They weren't too big of a problem for us. I'm hoping to get some better equipment before we try to do that little side quest. Because I know it's gonna be a rough one, probably. Oh look, we got lucky again. There's another bookshelf room. Alright, who sees us? Who are you? Huh. That's a little bit of a okay armor. What's going on in here? Oh yeah, you're a whole room full of friends. There's still more in there. I hear them. Now you guys are probably gonna have a bad time. That's what I was hearing. So we'll have a couple spell books to put away. Oh, do I actually have magic healing? I didn't realize I actually had life regen. Well, I wonder what's given that to me. Oh, we can look at this here. Okay. Yeah, none of this seems to give me bonuses to our life regen, so it either is just part of this class or something to that effect. I was just kind of lucky that the one that came through first just happened to be in that one. Oh, it's a unique one. Got him. Oh, I think you're another unique one. I'm waiting for them to decide they want to come. If it's the one I think it is, it's going to be a little bit annoying. Okay, we got him. It wasn't my first rodeo dealing with those clowns. But you don't want to fight them in an open room because you don't know where they're gonna be. You want them to be coming from an area that you can shoot at easily. That is what my first play of this did teach me.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
We're doing okay. We are almost to our first level. nice thing is that we do regenerate. Just making sure that we aren't losing durability on that. I mean, the biggest challenges I have are making sure that we don't get surrounded by anything, and that we can have clear targets to what we're attacking. And that I switch spells at the right times. Because like the skeletons cannot be hit by the cold at all. But these guys can't be hit by Holy Bolt. And those are my two most effective spells right now. Like, well, I have Firebolt that will hit both of them, but will kill neither of them in one hit. So it is much more effective for me to switch to the one that will kill them. So stats can be maxed by just playing more. So I don't think I need to worry as much about that as I originally was. But I will want to take anything that's a good requirement for things. Oh, there's some stuff in here that wasn't on the sorcerer one. Like chain lightning sounds really freaking amazing. More chains? Absolutely. The only requirement for that is to have lightning level 2. So this would boost our ice hydras. So Master Caster would be good for doing more damage to enemies. Something we want to look at is what would help us in the long run. See if there's anything new in this. And start moving towards like synergy requirements. Like Sapience doesn't seem that important, but it is more hit points for us technically in the future. So we can certainly consider it. But I say impedience would be really, really good, and it's something we are gonna want. So that would require resistance and steel skin. So we gotta work that into our build at some stage. But we aren't likely to have the vitality for it for a while. So we're going to get an extra synergy part every 4 levels, so we're going to be able to get 30 points into these. So that's something to keep in mind. So technically Awakening would be better for us than any amount of Sapience. But some of the requirements are the same. So we could consider that in our level up scheme. But Awakening is actually a level 65 one, so we don't have to focus on it too much. But we are going to want it. Likewise, we're going to want Energy Fields, so anything that's in here we're going to want in the future. So knowing that, we can come in here and start looking at what we would want to get. So like Ironclad and Steelskin were the two, I believe. Just to make sure. No, Ironclad and Mind Over Matter. Mind Over Matter would be the Mana Shield one, so we would have to get that anyway to make Mana Shield better. But this is a level 3 one, and we don't have the vitality for it anyway, so that's a future adventure. Well, like if we just wanted this, that would be willpower and focus. We will probably want this anyway. But in the short term, this might actually help us just as much. So I'm just gonna work out like how many points we'd have, since we're gonna get like at minimum 30, 10, 11. $13. Probably 15 for this. So 25. So we have 5 extra to play with if we got all those. So in that case, probably these two. So 27. I guess 29 probably, just because this sounds like it could be something useful for defense. So we can get pretty much everything we want in here, so we just gotta build for them. So knowing that we need some of Get Magic for these, did I remember that right? No, actually I don't need that. What I need is... Oh, I need at least... I do need Gain Magic. But I'm only going to get 1 point in it for now. Because that's the requirement for that other one. But that will immediately help us with learning spells, so let's do that. That was why I did it. So now we have a healing spell. Let's put this on here. Now we've got a way to heal ourselves if we are injured. Not to mention that we did make our spell stronger. So let me see how it's doing. Was it this that I improved? Oh, that's significantly better and cheaper. That's the other thing that leveling up spells does, is it makes them cost less too. Alright, who are you? Why are you laughing at me? Yeah, our run's going pretty good so far. Well, there's something. Not the greatest, but they're not terrible. So yeah, as long as we don't open this, we can just shoot fish in a barrel here. So I just noticed we're getting more mana points for level, so I guess as we level up, we gain mana regen passively. It's interesting. I think that raised the max damage on our weapon. I think. I'd actually have to look up what that does. Yeah, definitely you want to go at this kind of cautiously, especially at the beginning when you don't have like a full repertoire. We're doing better than I thought we were going to be. Definitely better than my first playthrough. I didn't have a healing spell for several floors. It was pretty awful. That's the butcher's room. That's the stairs down. I don't know if he's actually weak to it.
Your soul is mine!
You got him.
Spirits of the dead are now avenged.
Well, it was a little spooky, but you got freshed. Yeah, so I ended up making a new character for a playthrough. Look at how fresh this meat is. The freshest of all meats. I'll take this map off so you can see the freshness. Beautiful, right? Oh, you got another friend over there. So that's actually another pack leader. Oh, El Chupacabra, huh? You could just stand there and get hit. I'm okay with that. Yep, just hit him in the face. Yeah, he might have been baking a cake. That seems like something he would do. He does like his fresh meat though. That's the one thing he's really adamant about. So everything he has just has fresh meat in it. Even if it doesn't normally call for meat, just the freshest. There's still plenty of enemies chasing us, by the way. I'm just letting them catch up to me, not chasing them down. There's no advantage for me chasing them. Alright, who's here? So I ended up doing a really slow game. I basically have a minus 75% to my XP levels, but I get a bonus to my hit points and whatnot to every level. I also get less stat points per level up. This character has passive regen. Not every character will. So if I take this off, I get 1.9 per second with it off. Put it back on and it goes up to 2.2. I don't get critical hits like the sorcerer does. This is an elementalist. So it gets bonuses to elemental spells. And it gets some passive regen. It also gets different perks and a few other things. But I also chose a couple of game modifiers, like I said. So this one's actually going to be different than a base game, whereas my sorcerer is playing on pretty much vanilla-esque. I mean, exploding's not so bad when you have a healing spell. I've already got a healing spell. They definitely explode, as you can see. But skeletons are immune to ice. So my main spell does not do that, but I do also have Holy Bolt, which will work against them. So I have to trade. Oh, there's another pack leader. Yeah, I'm sure. I don't know which, I didn't see which one it was, but they can come to me. Oh, it's a skeleton. Oh, we got a book. I didn't see what it was yet.
Not enough mana.
It's actually kind of a bad situation there. Alright, we got him. Oh, wow. That's not a book at all. I thought it was a book. I was so excited. It was just a relic, which is like a scroll, but different. This floor seemed bigger than normal, but maybe it's not. How we looking? I guess I should go to town before I actually go into that blacksmith quest area. Just because I'm full on items. Well, have fun on your journey.
I believe that I may have found a way to greatly improve some weapons.
So he has a quest for us to bring him something, like I said. So there are some things that we got that we could identify. Bonus to dexterity. So that's just gloves. It's not got anything special going on, but it's something we can wear. Oh, we did get another book. We got a book of healing, which is improve our spell. So we can't wear this, so there's no point identifying it currently. Bonus to hit points. That's probably better as a safety. That's just an improvement to our ability to dodge in general, but this might still be better. Yeah, I think just having more hit points is actually better than having some extra defense. That is something we can wear, but not yet.
Greetings!
Alright, there were some things that we didn't
Hello,
identify.
my friend.
Like we had a couple of rings. Ooh. We don't have anything else anyway, so it might as well go on. I do like charged bolt, but currently it's not better than what we're using because it's very inaccurate. If we get it cheaper, yes. Right now it costs too much. So 45. Yeah, those are both good. Always
My
away.
grandmother often tells me stories about the strange forces that inhabit the graveyard outside of the church, and it may well interest you to hear one of them. She said that if you were to leave the proper offering in the cemetery, enter the cathedral to pray for the dead, and then return, the offering would be altered in some strange way. I don't know if this is just the talk of an old sick woman. Good day. How may I serve you?
Yeah, I don't know what that actually means, to be honest. That was not clear to me. But I'm pretty sure it's talking about these things right here, you know? So I'm just gonna leave a few things on the ground. We'll see if anything changes with them. Because, like, this is the graveyard. Well, maybe it means the literal graveyard. Maybe not right here. This is just a quest that doesn't seem especially clear to me. So I'll just leave some stuff here and see what happens to it. Because, like, it just doesn't tell me exactly what it means by that. But we're gonna go off in and do that little quest. So basically every level is gonna be a puzzle to see what they're immune to. Now these guys are fine being hit with this. So, like, the things you can hurt them with are at the top. Like, there's a listing around their HP of what there's a number of monsters in the top right that are left in the floor, and you have to clear it before you leave. Usually. Although dying is an exception. That's the other way out.
Not enough mana.
So far, so good. We've killed a number of them. We do have to go a little slow. We don't have a lot to refill with. I'm glad that our regen has increased with our level up. We're actually getting close to another one too. There is another couple enemy types here though. We haven't seen any of them yet. Hey, these guys look like they're also weak to this. That's not a problem. Oh, baby, let's not get cornered. We're doing okay. Actually, about half of them are dead now. They do stop to eat corpses to heal, if you hurt them. That's why sometimes they don't chase right after me. I probably hit them with a stray, and then they decided that they'd rather heal than chase after me. So far, so good. But some of them are going to be unique.
Not enough mana. Not enough mana. Not enough mana.
So only 24 left. We do technically have mana potions. We don't have to go the slowest. Actually, what I like is that was a full mana heal. I think that's all the ones that are currently chasing us. Now, see, we got less points this turn. So willpower and focus. Sapience would want willpower and focus. And that would want fortitude and focus. Well, focus would just help us. So now we're gonna regen a little bit more. There's not so many enemies against left, but that guy is bad. And he charges. So I had to switch gears because he was immune. I didn't have the spell in my Rolodex. Okay, where are you? Got him. Oh wow, we got that without any real trouble. We didn't even get hit by him. Not too shabby. You still have a couple to sort out, but they're not immune to what we have, which is the important part. Two enemies still remain. Nope, they're dead. Fantastic. Well, now we can go back to town. See if anything's changed with these. I don't think so. Yep, well, we come talk to him.
Let me just do this, and this, and this. Ah, it works! Take the...
Yeah, so he gives you money to try enhancing your equipment, but honestly, you don't really need to enhance your starting stuff because you're not going to keep it.
Hello, my friend.
I mean, I guess that's better than what we're currently wearing.
Greetings!
I'll be honest, we actually don't really need defense on that. At least not with the extra HP we have. I'm gonna have an easier time than I did. Oh, we actually have another ring. Let's identify this.
Hello, my friend.
Bonus to mana. Well...
Greetings!
I don't think that's actually all that useful to us. We have plenty of mana. More mana just means more to regenerate. It doesn't help that much. Make sure things are healed.
Good day. How may I serve you?
Awesome. Well, I think we did a good showcase of the beginning of this game. We got down to the second floor and we cleared the first two quests entirely. But yeah, this has been my game showcase of the Diablo Hell mod part version 4. This is an alpha currently, but I think it's complete enough to warrant a look if you're interested. There is also a version 3 that is fully complete that has most of this. But this is the one that's going to have new features as time goes on. But yeah, thank you all for watching. I'm going to be probably continuing this as time goes on. I'll see you all in a little bit in a future installment of this mod. Bye bye, y'all.